Hey guys, Rich Pacini here, YouTube blog and creator. Have you ever did research on a particular piece of equipment that you might want to add to your collection? Well, what I'm referring to is I collect tripods, not because I want to collect them like coin collecting. It's just that I have different uses for different tripods, right? And I have the small little guys to the medium-sized ones. I also have heavy-duty ones, and I have one remote control one. It's a Sony one that I use for my Sony Handycams and my Sony DSC cameras as well. But and they're metal. Some of them are very metal. They got the heavy-duty, you know. And I have to honestly say, I've been wanting for the longest time a carbon fiber tripod. And lo and behold, I came across one. And I didn't realize how much it actually costs until you start doing research on it. This is the one I have right here. Let's see, guys. This here is Zoomy. Right there. This here is like brand spanking new condition. The only thing that's missing, because when I did the research on it, is a case. And I'm going to show you, I have to order the bolt because this here becomes a monopod, okay? And I'll tell you right over here, if you look, see, it'll say detachable monopod. Now, in order to make this work and to become a monopod, you have to unscrew this out, pop this out here, and then I think it connects into here. You have to take this out. I'll show you in a little bit, how it would work, but I have to order the bolt. But let me show you. I normally don't tell people how much I pay for these things, but looking at this here, the way it's crafted and stuff like that, look at this thing. What would you think this would cost? And I got this at my local thrift store. I mean, it's just the way it's made too. Yeah, the way it's just, and it's got the foam rubber over here, like this here. And when you extend it, it goes pretty high. I like the movement of it. It's very it's got a fluid movement to it. Not that it's not liquid, I'm just saying, but it moves so smooth. Look at this thing. Look at this. And I like the way this here detaches. Now it's got three different things here. You look, you got 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now, without damaging my keyboard, I like the way this here comes out. Look at this here. Let me just tilt it over this way here. This one here tilts it this way, right? Look how this comes out. When you open this up, here, let me see, you can see a function of it. Look at this here, watch. Unscrew this here, and this pops out like that. You got the little thing you use it with a coin, or you can do it by hand to mount your camera in. I always wanted one of these here. I seen it, but at times they were a little pricey. It wasn't in my price range to buy it. And I didn't realize how much this cost until I actually looked it up. And I said, you know something? I said, I'm gonna pick this up. Now I know I have tons of tripods. I even told a relative to go, don't you have a lot of tripods? I say, oh yeah, you ain't kidding, I got a lot of tripods. I might have to do a video on it for the new YouTubers out there to show you what I'm talking about. But yeah, I do have a lot of tripods. Small ones, medium-sized ones, heavy-duty ones. But I came across this one, and this is a carbon fiber one. And I always wanted to know. I always wanted when you see it. It's got some weight to it. It's a lot lighter than the other ones I have. Let's be honest with you. But this is different, and I just like the way it's crafted. And you got, like I said, you got this one here. This one here locks this bolt in. Now I don't know. This one does the same thing, kinda. I don't know if this is just like give it a fine adjustment, whatever. But they both do the same thing, right? Like that there. And this one will do the same thing as well. See? So that locks this in. Now the only thing I could think with this one here, I think this would lock it in. Yeah, this one. Well, I guess if you put pressure on it, I guess you could. Maybe it gives tension over here. I don't know. But I think this is the one that will lock it from spinning around. This guy, right? This little guy. See it? Let's see. Yeah. See? Now it locks it. Now, the reason why you see it like that is because over here, I know it looks like, hey, how come it's still moving like that? That's because this has to be tightened up. See? Now it stops. You always got to tighten these guys up. But I just like to, when I see it, I say, you know what? This is coming home with me. Now, I normally don't show people or tell people how much I pay for it. But I got this at my thrift store along with this. The Sony bag. I have one already like this here. Now, am I going to sell this or keep it? I don't know. I love Sony. It's brand spanking new. It's brand spanking new. If I get it open here. You know what's weird? People donate these things. They don't think about selling them. I guess they probably figure they don't have the time for it or whatever, but it's like, why sell it? You know, like just donate it. But I got this here nice camera bag, and people who follow me on YouTube, or I should say my YouTube channel, know I love Sony products. So yeah, I don't know when we do it this year. I don't think I'm going to sell them. I'm going to probably hold on to it because I have Sony Handycams. But the ones I have are small. I have a small one. They all have I have camera bags that accommodate them. But I came across this one here. It was hanging up on a shelf. It's brand spanking new. It's got the cards in there. And people don't think twice about it. They just like, well, donate it. This bag here, I think I paid $8 or $10 for something like that. Something ridiculous. Brand spanking new. Thrift stores, you gotta check them out if you ever get a chance. I keep a little ledger book here. And in my little ledger book, I write down the date I bought it, and how much it cost, and if there was any percentage off, I just keep it in here. A little ledger book I'll keep there. But I'll show you the receipt. I'll show you what I actually paid for it. Ready? You ready, guys? For this, all right? There it is. That's what I paid for this here. And then I'm going to show you what it costs. Okay? And with the total, I'll turn it around. And that is the total right there. $14.11. That's what I paid for this thing. $14.11. You can't go wrong with these thrift store finds. I tell you, if you're looking for stuff, I just happen to look out. I just happen to be in the store at the right time because I know if I would have came there a day later, this would have definitely been gone. This would have definitely been gone. And I love it. I like it. Now I want to show you the only thing I got to order for. Well, let me just explain something to you before we get into it. I'm going to show you the website, what it actually would cost, and I'm going to show you how this becomes a monopod. Now, as I showed you before, okay, to loosen it up, to lock it and loosen right over here, or release, I should say, attachable monopod. Let me tell you here. What I would do is you take this off. Well, let's make sure these are tight, and you would twist it like this here. Now, mind you, if I had that screw, it didn't come with the screw, of course. Well, the person probably kept it or I forgot about it. When you get the whole kit, brand spanking new, you get a case that comes with it, which I don't really need. I have cases anyway. And I could always buy the case aftermarket or even buy from them if I need to do that there. And what happens is you would take this off, this part right here. This would unscrew off like this. Like this here. That. You take it out very gently. You don't want to mess it up. You could buy replacement parts for these tripods as well. All right, and then what happens is you would loosen this up here, this guy. All right, this one here. This pops out like this. And then, if I had that screw, I would put this screw in here, and I'll show you what I got. That's not that's missing on here. And the Allen, it comes with an Allen key, but I have some of the Allen keys. I already have it. And you're probably saying, what are you gonna need the Allen key for? I believe the Allen key would be to adjust. Let's just say I have one in here in my drawer. Let me just go quick here, right here. I got them over here. Over here, Allen key here. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. You could, with this here, if you take this out, see it in there? Okay, here's the Allen key. And that would be if I wanted to take this off, for what reason I would take it, or take this part off, you could do it. But I noticed on the legs themselves, you know, you could probably, they have, I guess you could do something with this here. Now I have instruction booklet too. This will fit in here, see? And I guess that's to take the tension off or whatever, but I'm not gonna play around with it. But when you buy the whole kit and caboodle, you get a case with it, you get instruction, like a little instructional pamphlet with it. You'll get that additional screw, and you'll get this, okay? Apparently, I don't have that there. Okay. The screw, if I took it off, it looks something similar to this here, but that's what I would do. And then what you do is you would screw that little screw in there, the additional one that comes with it, attach in here like this, right? It will be attached like that. And then this would open up as the monopod. You know, it'd be pretty big too. All right. This here is going to come off the screen here. Okay. Like that there. And you can see, if you tighten it up here, let's just tighten it up. Now, and then once I have that screw, I'm going to order it, of course. And if you add it on here, I don't know how big it would say. I'd say maybe about, I would say about maybe maybe not 6 foot. Almost 6 foot. So I would say probably about 5.5 feet, maybe, you know, something like that there. Okay, that's how big it would be, the monopod, and that's why they have this handle. You could hold it as well. You know what's nice too about a monopod too? You could also use it as a grip if you want. I have other monopods I bought from the thrift store. I got heavy duty ones too as well. But this is the carbon fiber one. So that's how that would work in there. And the reason why you need that screw, that's once you screw it in here, and then she's good to go. Okay? So that's how it would work with that there. Okay? But very light. It is light, but I tell you the truth though, folks, it's what a find. I tell you, you never know what you're gonna find at thrift stores, but if you guys don't go to thrift stores, whatever, and the reason why I go is because I'm an eBay seller. I've been selling on eBay for 27, 28 years now. And I go there. I'm not heavily into it like I used to be. But for the most part, I do go there on occasion to check things out. And I bought a lot of stuff for my YouTube business. I call it YouTube business. And I got a lot of good things there. I got a brand new DJI gimbal. Now the DJI gimbal, I don't think it'll accommodate my iPhone 12 Pro Max, because the iPhone 12 Pro Max is a pretty heavy camera. It is. I mean, a heavy iPhone. However, it works great with the iPhone 8, which I still have, and the iPhone 5S. And I do make videos with them as well. Okay, and this one here, I think you put the bag on this, sandbag, whatever it was. And you know what's nice about this here too? If you take this out, I forgot to show you that there, because they show you this here in the diagrams. Okay, when you take this out here, let's put this back in here again. I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I like the way it clamps in there like that, though. That ain't going nowhere. Yeah, and what happens is when you take this out, if you go like this with it, you reverse it. They have a diagram like that there, right? You guys probably know what I'm going to do with it. And you would lock this in, of course, like this here. And now you can mount your camera on the bottom like this here. I don't know, maybe you're going to do ground effects or something like that there, whatever. You would mount it on the bottom. That's how you mount your camera. You can do stuff like that. And then the legs, you got to push in and then open up like that, push down on a clamp, and then it open like that. I mean, I guess you could flip it that way, whatever. I don't know. You can do a lot of things with this thing. I tell you the truth, I mean, it's like, I like the way it's crafted. Now, you can't really do it like that because it's got a lock, but if you need it to, this would be the first, this is as far as it would go, as far as that part, if you need it to go like that there. Well, this is when it's reversed. You know what I'm saying? Let's go with this here. Yeah, like that there. And then, of course, this would go the other way. That. And that's how low it'll be to the ground, whatever, that there. So, a very versatile tripod, to be honest with you. I like it because it's 2-in-1. You get a tripod, it's also a monopod. And I have, like I said again, I have the separate monopods as well. I got 2 of them. All thrift store bought stuff. That's what I said. If you're not into going to thrift stores, you might want to check it out. Okay, I'm going to take you to the website now. Just like it says over there. Look at the price over here, what it would normally go for. $223.69. I guess their sale price was $119. That's what it is. And you know, just highlight over here, they tell you how it is here. Oh, this is what I wanted to see here. Quick release plate, yeah. They got the replate there, yeah. 1/4" screw, horizontal bubble level, yep, it's got that on there. Ball locking knob, and then precise ball locking. Okay, so you got the precise one, and then you got the panorama base locking knob with a 360-degree panning dial. You know, the reason why I'm not too familiar with this, because I never own one. You know, now I have it. Now I have an idea what it's all about. They also give you, I think, if I'm not mistaken, like a booklet with it. I think I can print it out too. It gives you like information on there. And this is how it comes now. This one's not showing. It's not. It's got the plate and everything on there. Yeah, counterweight. Yeah, it's got the counterweight hook right over here. And then non-slip rubber feet. Right. The only thing is, with this here, it's good and everything. The only thing I'd be a little concerned with, if I'm using it on cement, I'd be a little annoyed. You know, not annoyed, but I'd be a little upset because these are rubber, and I wouldn't want to see them get all messed up. I tell you, I don't know if this person ever used it. There's hardly any wear on this thing. Look at this thing. Look at this, like brand new. Look at this. They're shiny. Normally, if they were on the ground, these will all be all scuffed up. That's what I said, people, and it's also got a carry handle here too. So if you want to carry it, it's got a handle on there. But yeah, that's the only thing. I wouldn't put them on. I'd have to get something for it. Maybe I could get something, rectify it where I could change them around where I don't, because I don't want to damage it, especially when I'm going to keep it. I'll probably get stuff like that. There's something where I could put over it, because they don't like to have the coaster type of things, but they got the rubber ones. I would probably put it on there rather than doing that there, you know, because I don't want to damage it or anything like that. And then you got over here, this is how tall it goes. Okay, there you go. All right, when it's compacted like that, it's what, 14.5 inches, and it goes up to 61 inches. Okay, all right, that's probably fully extended. Yeah, all right. So that's what that's all about there. This is how it comes. That's it, guys. It comes like that in the box. And you get the little booklet over there. There's the Allen key. And I think in there, in that little purple case, is the additional screw, unless it's in something else. And they give you a carry-on case, too. You're going to see a carry case right here. All right. And that's that booklet thing. There's the Allen key. I already have, like I said, the Allen key. I'm not going to order that. But that's what that's all about. And I think they have just a picture here. He could pack it on there. There's a guy using a monopod, it looks like. Yeah, monopod function, used for different occasions. Yeah, so this is pretty good. I mean, like I said, and here is the let me move this over here, and this is where I'm going to get this here. This is the screw that connects the monopod leg to the post for Zoomy, and it's got mine right here, Q66 tripod, and you get it for $9. So this is what I got to order. I mean, I was even thinking it's kind of like, well, I mean, to me, it's kind of like pricey for a little screw, but it's got like that stainless steel look, like I took the other one out from it, and it's got like that stainless steel look, so maybe it might be worth it. I think it's free shipping, but when you add the tax on, yeah, it's kind of costly, but you know, I'm keeping this item, so for me to make the $10 investment, I mean, let's be realistic. I got it for so cheap. I mean, I think I can invest $10, whatever, plus the tax, whatever, to get that there. At least it's complete. The only thing I don't have is the bag, and I'm sure I could find a bag at my local thrift store, right? It doesn't have to be a Zoomy bag, but just something like that if I want to carry it, or just, you know, carry it. It's got the strap here. You know, it's got the nice strap here. Just carry it like that. You know, I wouldn't really carry it like this anyway. I'd rather just carry it like this here. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to order the bolt for it, and then I can make a monopod out of it as well. So now the thing is, with all the other tripods I have, would I take the old ones? I mean, I think I'm going to have to do another video, show you guys. The other one I have is a nice one. It's a tripod like that, but what's nice about it, it's got the 3 legs in, but it's got a pole in the middle, right? And what I like about it is when you unscrew the pole like this here, there's like a lever on there, it goes this way. So the tripod's up on its 3 legs, right? And this one here, it folds down this way, and it's got the mount here. and then you could zoom in and out with it, right? And what's nice about that is if I'm doing something on a display table or whatever, on the backdrop back there, I have a table, display table, and I want to take a picture of something, I can face it down, I can face it straightwards, but that's what's nice about it. It goes down like this here, and it's on an extended pole. I don't know what they call it, I forget what they call it, but I picked that up in my local thrift store. There's another, I picked up all the tripods that, well, this is added to the collection, but if I was to show you all the tripods I bought, I mean for the thrift store, there's only one that I bought that was brand new, and that's the Sony remote control one. That's the only one. If I was to show you all the tripods I have, those were all thrift store bought tripods. And I tell you, you know, now if people ask me, are you going to buy any more tripods? Most likely not. I think this is one I wanted to get, like, you know, I wanted a carbon fiber one, just in case I do go traveling, or if I'm going to do any live shoots outdoors, whatever. This would be probably the go-to one. And I like, again, I mean, I do have monopods as well, but, you know, I could use this. This is a 2-in-1. It's a tripod and a monopod if I had to, right? But the thing is, like I said, that's where you're going to need the, unless you got a backpack or whatever, if you're going to turn it into a tripod. Well, that's what you got to think of for the day, too. If you, depending on what kind of shoot you're going to do. If you're going to go out and you need a tripod, then you don't have to worry about getting that little screw and making a tripod out of it, a monopod out of it. But for the most part, it depends. You know, it depends what you're going to use for. But it's a lot lighter than the other metal ones I have. I'll be honest with you. But it's made well though. That's the thing. And this here is all metal. This here, all cold to the touch, metal. This here, this is like a thick plastic. You mount it where you mount your camera, but it ain't gonna go nowhere. I just like the way the function of it is. You know. Let me get over here, get back to it, make a close up. Let me show you what I'm talking about again. I like the way it opens up like this. Look at this. See that there? It just slides out. It's got those two little things there to notch it in, and it goes right over here. So they got the little indentions here. Put it in there, and when you close it in, see how it closes in? That ain't going nowhere. That's in there, but it's like a very strong plastic. Yeah, this is nice. It really is nice. I mean, I wonder sometimes if these people even use these things. You know, I've been in there where I've seen stuff brand new in boxes at these thrift stores, and it's amazing what people donate. And like I said again, and what I never even knew the name, but I said to myself, I could tell because when I was walking out, there was a guy walking out next to me. He goes, "That's a good tripod." I said, "I know." And I told the guy, I said, "You never know what you're going to get here. Find it." He started laughing. It's true. I mean, I've got such great things from the thrift store. I got, like I said, I got that DJI gimbal. It's the Osmos 2, I think, or 3, whatever. And you really find good stuff there. But anyway, guys, that's all I want to share with you right now. So, if you get a chance, check out the thrift stores. You never know what you're going to find there. This is Rich Passini signing off. I will talk to you guys in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye for now.